Does history repeat itself? A rather simple question that could only have one realistic answer. And yet the answer is both yes and no. Confusing, isn't it? My personal opinion is that it isn't that history repeats itself, but that people simply do not change. Some simply want more, some are simply monsters, and some are simply desperate. The human nature doesn't change, even if everything around us did. That is my opinion. Take it or leave it. If you wish to share your own in the comments, feel free to do so. To those of you that remain, hello and welcome. I will continue now. I am aware that my previous statement on some wanting more, some being desperate, and some simply being monsters is an overgeneralization. I'm aware that someone like Neville Chamberlain didn't give Germany the Sudetenland for money or power, but due to his absolute wish to retain peace. And I'm very much aware that there are many people like him, but they react to happenings around the world. Those others generally tend to be either up to some sketchy shit or are desperate. Desperate to put food on the table, to clothe their loved ones, and to maintain a roof over their heads. And make no mistake, desperation is absolutely terrifying. The Russian Empire didn't fall because the people believed some people preaching different ideologies. Those people overthrew the Tsar because they were hungry and desperate. They wanted a better life. Unluckily for them, it was all taken over by Lenin and later Stalin, who let's just say wasn't most keen on fulfilling these desires. The same in Italy with Benito Mussolini. He used nationalism and propaganda, the cold hard truth that Italy was humiliated by the results of the First World War, getting scraps of the lands they were promised by the Entente, while losing thousands of men and ruining their economy. This was the perfect storm for an ambitious coward to seize everything. Germany itself was the perfect storm for radicalization, with the Treaty of Versailles, the hyperinflation crisis, and the Great Depression completely ruining more than a decade for Germans, leaving them susceptible to radicals, ones as skilled at manipulation as the mustache man's men were. Because the biggest importance of history is its tragic warnings of things that should not be missed, as great crimes against humanity can be predicted long before they happen. And seeing and hearing rhetorics and behaviors with the meaning of someone is lesser than you and thinking that it is normal is the first that leads to these crimes against humanity we arrogantly believe cannot happen again. We are told that all it takes for evil to flourish is for a good man to do nothing. Problem is that those that speak of it fail to realize that even the most selfless people would look to their own loved ones first, before thinking of someone out there somewhere, far away, suffering from something you can't realistically do all that much about, without singling yourself out and becoming a target for silencing. All honor to the exceptions, of course. So it is not that history repeats itself, it is that we do. It is that we do not change no matter how much time passes. A greedy rich man will try and become richer still. A monster will seek to validate himself through even greater acts of his own demented mind, enjoying the powerlessness of others against them. And finally, a hungry human will always seek to feed themselves and their loved ones. Vozdra.